What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video, and today guys we have some great news regarding Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. According to some more leaks, news, and a little bit of confirmation, we have kind of some inside sources here. It looks like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will be coming, which is awesome. We got some great inside news that way. And to those of you that were hoping and praying, with the multiplayer and everything, that, look, we really hope it doesn't get touched. We don't want one-man army, we don't want the noob tubes, you don't want danger close, any of that stuff touched. It'll ruin the nostalgia of Modern Warfare 2. Well, you guys are in luck. They, in fact, are not touching the multiplayer of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. No, literally, they are not touching it at all. They're not even bringing it to the game. This has got to be a joke, right? They're not bringing the multiplayer of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. There's an article from CharlieIntel that just came out earlier today. I encourage you guys to go check it out and read it for yourselves. They got information from an inside source over at Raven Software that says that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will be coming out very soon, but it will only be campaign. I legitimately have no words for this. In what world does any part of this even make sense? I really don't get it. I don't know how they expect to sell any copies of this game if they're going to put out a campaign version only of Modern Warfare 2. Now, this does explain the Amazon Italy listing that we had talked about a little while ago, with the game being listed as coming out around April 30th and being at a price point of around $25. That makes sense, but how are you going to leave out the most important part of Call of Duty when you're going to remaster a game? I mean, legitimately, other than hardcore story fans of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, who is going to buy this? Now, with most moves that Activision makes, they are due mainly to the fact that they want to try and make a lot of money. As a business, it's a pretty wise thing to do, and it always sucks for us as the community because we feel like, the things that we want aren't always put first, and the money comes first with Activision. But this not only screws over the community, I don't see how this helps Activision at all. They're literally putting all this time, resources, money, all of this stuff into remastering a campaign that, I'm sorry, but like I said, unless you're a hardcore fan of Call of Duty and the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, I don't know why you would buy this. And let me tell you, the community is absolutely pissed. I mean, it finally looked like we were all going to be brought back together, and it finally looked like Activision had a real fighting chance to, make a huge comeback. I mean, with things not going well with, of course, Infinite Warfare, and then you come out this year with Call of Duty World War II, and, sales-wise it does pretty well, but the community overall isn't too into the game, but you do still have quite a few people that are into it. And then there's all these leaks of one of the best Call of Duty games of all time coming for a remaster here, right in between Call of Duty World War II, 6 months after that, and then, just about 6 months before Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's like perfect timing. It's going to come out. It's going to give us something to play in between, right up leading to Black Ops 4. And then we find out it's going to be campaign only. I don't understand this. This to me perfectly explains, you guys, we talked about Eric Hirschberg stepping down as the CEO of Activision sometime in March. This is why. He knew this news was coming. He's like, bro, I'm going to get freaking shot. Like, if this news comes out when I'm still ahead, bro, somebody is going to find me and literally kill me. And if this gets announced sometime this week at the GDC conference in San Francisco, like a lot of people think, I can't imagine being whoever has to announce that to the public. I mean, this is one of the biggest kick in the balls in the history of Call of Duty. I mean, Infinite Warfare was a pretty large kick in the balls. We really wanted to just get away from the futuristic stuff. We didn't want another game of that. We wanted to go back to boots on the ground. And then not only did that not happen, we went further into the future, and then people literally felt betrayed. But this is hands down the ultimate level of betrayal. And I guarantee you, the no Russian mission that was in Modern Warfare 2 isn't even going to be in there. I mean, you think about today's world with all these school shootings, there's no way they put that mission back in there. So then there's more content being taken out of the game. I just don't know how Activision can sit there and think that this is any kind of a decent idea. Now, look, supply drops are one thing, you put them in the games, and even you put them in Modern Warfare Remastered, right? A classic Call of Duty that you remaster, you put them in there. That at least makes some kind of sense, because, they're going to make money off of it, and, there's going to be some people that are like, look, we do want some more content in this game. We've already had it before. It's just like, now we're not even getting multiplayer in this game. They're literally going to sell a $25 remaster of a campaign. And a lot of people are saying this is a total ripoff. Look, I don't know if it's as much of a ripoff as a $20 Fortnite skin, but, you know, it's right up there. Anyway, all jokes aside, like, I don't understand this at all. I don't see this as a good move from either side. You know, for us as the community, we're getting screwed over, and I don't see how Activision does well of this at all, because I feel like they had to put a lot of resources and time into making this thing possible, and I can't imagine this selling well enough that it's going to give them that much of a profit. I mean, like I said, I feel like the people that are going to buy this are the die-hard, hardcore fans of that story mode, and the people that don't read on the cover of the game that it's campaign only. Now, there's a few reasons to why they might not be bringing the MW2 multiplayer in the remastered version. Maybe they didn't want to screw with the nostalgic purposes of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. You know, there was a lot of controversy on what they were going to do, whether they were going to leave it totally original, or whether they were going to change it up, balance it a little more, add new content, all of this stuff. Maybe they just didn't want any part of that, and so they just figured they would leave it untouched. That, to me, is something that still really doesn't make sense, because still, as a business, like, you would profit insanely off of remastering that multiplayer. The next reason is potentially there may be a global launch of Call of Duty Online. If you guys don't know what that is, it is the Chinese version of Call of Duty, to where there's a mix of a bunch of different Call of Duties kind of all put into one game in an online multiplayer version. There is rumors of that potentially happening. I don't know how likely that is. The third reason I have for this is it's not done. They couldn't get it finished, but in that case, like, there's no reason to rush out the campaign. Like, if you can't have this done till, like, next year, for example, that's fine. You can still hold off the campaign. Like, we are in no rush to have the campaign. What people want is the multiplayer from that game. But I think this last reason is the most likely. They potentially feel like by putting this game in the middle of Call of Duty World War II and Call of Duty Black Ops 4, that it is going to take away from each of those games, because Modern Warfare 2 is insanely popular, so releasing a remastered version is going to annihilate Call of Duty World War II, whether you like the game or not. I mean, that's just purely how it is. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 remastered would kill pretty much any Call of Duty title, and so it would completely destroy Call of Duty World War II, and it may potentially take away from some of the hype and all that stuff from Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And so maybe they just want to pay homage to the game by remastering its great story and campaign, but keep from splitting the community and from taking away from their other games, being World War II and Black Ops 4. Overall, I just don't see this as a great move. And of course, you know, this isn't totally confirmed yet. These still are just leaks and rumors, but they're pretty likely to be true. In my eyes, if CharlieIntel has these resources and they're getting news from people that are supposedly insiders, I have no reason to not believe them. Honestly, like, you might as well just not remaster Modern Warfare 2 at all and just bring it backwards compatible or do something with it, rather than giving us half of the game. Like, not even half the game. Like, you guys know in that one video about World War II, I gave the game crap for being a half-assed version of Call of Duty. Like, at least we had multiplayer in that game. Like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, just the campaign is like a tenth of an ass of a game. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments about all this. I just think this is absolutely devastating news. I mean, Call of Duty had a real chance here to get itself talked about again, have a lot of hype back on the game with the way Fortnite, popularity-wise, is beating it right now. They had a real chance to potentially at least slow that game down, potentially shut it down a pretty good amount, because Modern Warfare 2 holds a very big place in a lot of people's hearts, so remastering that game would have been massive, especially its multiplayer, and it would have been a pretty good fighting shot against Fortnite. Now, Fortnite is over in the corner just completely laughing at this because it's absurd. There is no excuse for this. I don't understand this move by Activision at all. And I could go on about this all day, but just let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about all this. That's all I have for today, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today. Make sure to smack the shit out of that like button down below. I have no clue what Activision is doing over there. They just can't seem to really get anything right. I guess here's to hoping that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is something actually worthwhile, and let's hope it has all the game modes. Anyway, hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.